time she landed on the music scene with her Afro-chic style and soulful voice, Siphokazi was already a bright young star. Jason met up with her at Gramadula's in Newtown, Johannesburg, to find out what makes the songbird tick.
She's that gorgeous woman with the golden voice. Yes, the name Siphokazi has become synonymous with soulful sounds, poignant lyrics, and sophisticated Afro-chic style. And today we're meeting Siphokazi at a place where all the local and international celebs like to go. A restaurant that encompasses the true South African style of food making and a legend in its own time. The Gramadula's restaurant.
Hello, Jason.
Ah, Siphokazi, how are you?
Thanks, how are you?
Good, very well, man. Take a seat, take a seat. I've taken the liberty of ordering you some lunch. I hope you're hungry because this soup is fantastic.
Yes, I am, and it looks very delicious.
Oh, it is.
Good afternoon. Hello,
Afternoon.
Welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
There we go. That's mulligatawny. It's a nice Indian soup. Has its origins in India and it's British Raj.
Clears the sinuses.
Oh yes, especially on a day like today.
That's fantastic. So let's start right at the beginning. Lusiki is where you grew up in the Eastern Cape. What was that like?
It was amazing. My grandmother used to teach you at my primary school. So I used to follow her around, and I grew up loving singing at school. And I used to make a lot of noise in class when the teacher was not there. And I was always punished for singing.
So now, when did you realize that music was going to be it for your life?
As I grew up, a lot of people came into my house, and these people used to come home to ask my grandparents if I can go with them to Johannesburg to record. And my grandfather refused, and he said I need to pass matric first. And I passed matric. He said, no, you must go and study something else, not music. And then they found me a job where it was Town Top Furnishers. And we had an interview there. And this guy asked me, what is it that you really want to do? I told this guy I want to sing. And that is when I was released to come to Johannesburg and study music.
With the skills she attained from the course, Siphokazi released her first album in 2006, Ubuntu Bam, which marked a new era for her as it quickly made its way right to the top of the charts. Let's talk about your first album, 2006, Ubuntu Bam. That skyrocketed. What was that like for you?
It was overwhelming because it was my start, and all of a sudden things were up there.
And your fans, I mean, out of the blue, suddenly you have thousands and thousands of fans all wanting your autograph.
My goodness. And I was not used to that.
How do you stay grounded?
I love people, and where I come from, I always remember where I come from, and my spirituality as well. I believe it humbles me a lot.
Now tell me about your relationship with Dorothy Masuka. What was that like?
I first met her when we were doing a documentary of the Sophia town, and I saw all of them with the late Dolly Ratebe, Mama Abigail Kupeka, and what I saw was amazing because they supported one another, and they've got style. When they are dressed up, you just wish.
Just like you are today.
I copied.
Tell me about your music itself. A lot of people have described it as quite mature.
My music is a fusion of 3 genres: gospel, jazz, and maskandi.
What do you write about? Where do you get your inspiration from?
When I grew up, my grandmother taught me about humility, humanity, respect, perseverance, loving, self-love. So I decided to sing about those things because I believe in all of us, these things come natural.
Tell me about your latest CD.
My latest CD is called Etembeni, Hope. With this album, I sat down and I thought of my life experiences, my inspirations and my challenges since I came into the industry.
Something that people won't know about you? I mean, you got a lot of fans that know a lot about you, but something that would surprise them, what would that be?
I'm a health fanatic.
No.
When I cook, I make sure there's one veg in the food. I don't eat anything without my veg.
The best piece of advice that you have ever been given?
I read a book that says God's delays are not God's denials. So if you pray and you think your prayers are not answered, it's not the right time for God to answer you. It's not a denial, it's just a delay.
You know, it's been said many times that Siphokazi is so humble, it's hard to believe she's able to fill a stage with such a regal presence. But after meeting her today, it's very easy to see why.